Hello, everybody. I'm talking this morning with Anne Beresford. And Anne, we're so grateful to all that you and Paddy are bringing to our worship in church by your great gifts of music. We're really enjoying it and are grateful to you. But music means more to you than just what happens in church, doesn't it? I mean, tell us a bit about what your music means and where it comes from.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'm just astounded at how the Lord has blessed me with music and blesses us all with music. Music is such a doorway into the presence of God and into awe and wonder at one hand, and peace and comfort and calming and joy and energy and striving and anger and all the different range of emotions. I could go on and on.
That's fantastic to hear that.
So I, for a long time, I've been teaching piano and guitar, and I play the cello as well. And so I've done most of that one-to-one private teaching. But when I was at the ripe age of 56, I was able to go and do a music therapy degree.
And how do you use that music therapy? In what sort of settings and with what sort of people do you use it?
And so now I use that in the hospice and Crawley, and also in a special needs school, and with young adults as well with multiple disabilities. And it's just a wonderful way in to communicate without the needs for words and language.
Share with us one particular person maybe that you've had an opportunity to come alongside with music.
Yes, a neighbour's mother, back when we were able to go outside into the do the clapping for the NHS. Sorry?
Go outside to the big wide world out there.
Into the big wide world. Yes, that's right. Yes. And I was through a song that we'd used for clapping for the NHS, which I'll tell you about in a minute. I got into conversation with her, and she'd been through some bereavement, which we have as well. And I shared a song that I'd written for our 4-year-old daughter at that time of bereavement. And I came back over the road and got my harp, and I played that to her. And so I've just discovered over the last few years of my life, really, how it's worth taking a risk with people and being open, and, you know, not being afraid of other people who don't know the Lord, you know, this us and them type of thing, but just to give yourself freely. And so I said, would you like to hear that song?
I'd love to hear that song. We'd all love to hear that song.
Yes. And so, yeah, so this is it. It's called Gabrielle's Lullaby. Sleep, my darling, don't you cry. I will sing you a lullaby. Rest your weary head in my arms, and know that our love keeps you safe from harm. Just like a seed in the depths of the earth, is your little life of such precious worth. And though there are times when your tears overflow, we need both the rain and the sunshine to grow.
Fantastic.
That's an abbreviated version.
But you like bringing music to accompany people in all sorts of stages of their life, don't you? I mean, I think you accompany people through bereavement too, don't you, sometimes?
Yes.
The last stages and so on.
Yeah. That was one of the first songs I wrote. Actually, somebody asked me to sing at her husband's funeral, someone who'd taken his own life. And I thought, what on earth could I sing? What can be said at such a time? But that Psalm 23, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will be there with me. And it's this sense of Jesus walking through that valley with us that, and I found that, so not only songs and words, but just instrumental music, just being able to improvise. And somehow the Lord can just use that to bring peace when there's no answers. He doesn't promise us that we'll always understand everything completely clearly, but instead of that confusion, we can receive peace. And it's only that peace that passes understanding. Jesus is the only person that can do that for us. And that's how I started writing songs, really, was in my own difficulties in, first of all, in having children and then in losing a child and so on. I called my first CD Healing My Aching Heart. And it's only Jesus that can transfer his peace in place of our grief and our anger and our confusion. It's an amazing swap shop.
But you don't only use music in the depths. Sometimes there's the heights too. Now, what's this about?
Yeah.
What's this about Neighbours?
Absolutely, yes. Well, back in the time when we were clapping on a Thursday for the NHS, on our little daily walk, we'd often bumped into the neighbours, and there were quite a few children. And one little girl came out with her ukulele, and so I got chatting to her, and I said, "Oh, I can play the ukulele." And gradually, all the other neighbours' children, they all wanted to buy ukuleles, which they did for their kids. And so I had this idea of writing a song for us neighbours to sing, to thank the NHS. And I wrote it to the words of ABBA's "Thank You for the Music." So it's "Thank You NHS," and all care workers. And I wrote out the words and put it through the neighbour's door, and we ended up singing that every Thursday evening. And it was such fun, and all the kids came out with their ukuleles, and I taught them how it went. And
that's a great story.
It was great fun.
Come on, give us a burst of it. How's it go?
Okay, give you a burst of that one as well. Oh boy. Yep, here it is then. So it's this kind of solo first verse. It goes, "Oh, how we need you to conquer this terrible virus. If we don't stay in, we'll spread it and make it much worse. But we have good health care, a wonderful thing. So everyone listen and please just stay in. We're so grateful and proud. All we want is to sing it out loud. So we say thank you NHS and all care workers. Thanks for all the care you give us. We can't live without you. We say in all honesty, where would we be without your time given so selflessly? So we say thank you NHS for all you do for us. And then we carried on clapping. Hooray!
And that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing all this with us this morning. It's been a fantastic privilege just to hear this enthusiasm and excitement and how God's using you greatly through music. And thank you so much. And we just pray that God will go on blessing you and Paddy in this very special ministry you've got. So thanks so much for sharing us with this morning. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, and those who put their trust in Him shall rise up on eagle's wings. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not faint. And in the time of trouble, they shall find rest. They shall find rest. Upon the Lord shall renew their strength, and those who put their trust in Him shall rise up on eagle's wings. Though I walk through death's dark valley, I will not be afraid. You are there walking beside me. You comfort me. You comfort me. And those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, and those who put their trust in Him shall rise up on eagle's wings. Even there in the midst of the battle, I will draw on your strength. You are there preparing a table. You restore my soul. You restore my soul. Those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, and those who put their trust in Him shall rise up, shall rise up on eagle's wings. Thank you.